So since may not be feeling well, I'm going to go over the things I need to do before I leave, because it's not that long of a list. That way I can see it and I can maybe be inspired and be like, hey, you don't have much left to do, bud. One of the things is, we're going to do the wheel bearings on the back of that. I've got the stuff for the parking brake. I've got all the things it's going to take to repair that. So I'm actually pretty excited about getting all those parts. I've actually got a radiator. We're going to get that replaced. I want to make sure this car is 110% road trip ready. That way I don't have to worry about anything when I hit the road, and everything's just going to be hunky-dory. You know, I know the cooling system's going to be good. I know the car is going to be just ready to go down the road, and that way I can go visit my wife anytime I want to, and I don't have to worry about whether or not my vehicle will make it. So, and it actually gets pretty decent mileage, so that's a huge plus. So let's go over the next one. Here is the Solo Cholo. We have the tires. He went and picked those up. He's polishing the wheels right now, trying to get them nice and pretty and clean, because it's easier to work on with them off. The paint is completely done. All we really got to do is finish the assembly on her. There's a few things I got to finish doing. I got to fab on this rear shock. I got to cut it, and then I got to miniaturize down. I got to shrink it down so the hole goes a little smaller so the bushing fits. And then once I get the rear tire on, I'll drill a hole for this suspension right here to actually go in, and then we will plumb it, and it'll be done. So not much assembly left on this. I got a little bit of work to do to get the box to work, because I've moved a few lines and make a few things fit. But that's just moving a few lines around. So this bike, really good shape, really good position. Let's move on to Grace. Grace is ready for her final graphics. Everything's been wiped down, everything is clean, everything is prepped. I was trying to start before I got sick, but before I have the stuff going on, and because I'm going to be in the hospital tomorrow, it's the other reason I'm doing this update video, is if you didn't see the other one, I'm going to the hospital. And the same reason I didn't get any airbrushing done. I got a procedure tomorrow, and I'm more focused on that than actually getting the art done. But I wanted to make sure, for me, mentally, I love creating these videos. That's why I'm doing all these updates. But she's ready for graphics and ready to go hit my airbrush bench over there. So we are ready to rock and roll. And then after that, literally all we got to do is clean up my tools and get everything kind of packed up in a better position, and we'll get them on the bus. Let's head over there. Other than just a few things like getting Amelia wired up and finishing that rocker and that core, actually, other than a few other things like finishing up the wiring on Amelia and doing the freaking cab corner on Sweet Betty, all we have left to do is get some more batteries for her. So I want to replace a couple of the batteries, and we are ready to hit the road. So yeah, I got a few things to do on the vet and a few other things, but we're going to be ready to roll and ready to start the next parts of our adventure. So I'm pretty nervous about going to the doctor. I'm really nervous about the procedure tomorrow. I'm honestly not nervous about the procedure. I'm nervous about getting put under. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of like a lot of things, but that's one I'm really, really not a fan of. So, but everything should be fine. Everything will be good. If you see this, say a prayer for me. And if I'm watching this, hi there, beautiful. How you doing, big guy? Hopefully you start working on being a little guy, huh? You're starting to get a little skinnier. Get rid of that. Oh. But I love you guys. Thank you for following me on my journey. I'm going to go inside and start my medication, and maybe start the film for the day after. Maybe I'll show you guys all the medical stuff. Thought about that on the way. So I might do that and show you guys drinking all the crap and everything like that. But first I'm going to get these done, so I'm at least a little bit ahead, so I don't have to really worry about anything, and I can kind of relax the next couple days as I'm going through stuff. So yeah, there's that. So I love you guys, and I'll see you on the other side.